Hi there, Jen here from Positive Plus Dog Training. In this video, we are going to demonstrate your Snappy to Happy recall. This is your recall that is going to help you turn your dog's head away from their triggers on your walks. So whether it be a car, a dog, a person, or a motorcycle, or anything of that kind, we want to be able to turn their head quickly and walk away calmly as possible. This is also the recall that is going to keep the ideas that we're teaching our dogs, the behavior adjustment training that we're teaching our dogs in class, consistent. So the idea of looking at their trigger, your dog looking at his or her trigger, and as calmly as possible, turning their head and walking away with owner. So this is something that is very challenging to do in the early stages of training, especially on a walk where there's not a lot of warning or not a lot of distance with most of the triggers your dogs will come across. And so in this video we will show you that recall that basically helps your dog to turn quickly, turn with you. And I will talk through it, explaining exactly what I'm doing. And so here we go. In our video, we are going to be using Pepper. You might see my other Boston Terrier, Olive, and that's okay. What we're going to focus on is Pepper and her turn and walk away. And here we go. And we're walking. Pepper sees the trigger. Pepper! Yes, toss. And again. Pepper. Yes. Toss. So what's happening there is as Pepper is walking with me, walking forward, I'm imagining that she sees a trigger ahead of her. And when she sees that trigger ahead of her, I want to be able to say her name, getting her attention. I also want to be able to walk away without her getting that last bark or lunge in, if that's what she was going to do. And so by turning in the same direction that she is. So I'll do it again, but if you'll notice, I have Pepper on my left hand side. I will also do the recall with Pepper on my right hand side. But either side that she's on, you will see that I'm going to turn in the same direction that she is. So if she's on my left, after I call her name, I'm going to turn into my left and I'm going to walk away from the left. Or I can do it the opposite direction. So if she's on my right, I call her name, I turn to my right towards her, and then I walk away. And that's what I want to do, so that I can turn her with me quickly, as opposed to her having a really big turn out. If she was on my left and I were to turn right, then Pepper has one last shot to get out, do a last lunge, and then turn away. I want to prevent that last lunge. So by turning into her, I'm going to be cutting her off from getting that last lunge in. And that's really what I want to do. So I'm going to show you again, this time walking towards you. And I'll show you also with my clicker. So I used the word yes the first time, and now I'm going to use my clicker. Pepper. Yes. Good girl. So, I'm walking. Now Pepper's on my right. Pepper! And toss. Now I'm going to get Pepper on my left. Over here. Touch. Touch. I'm walking. She sees a trigger. Pepper! And toss. There we go. So the toss is also something that I really, really like to do. This toss allows me to help my dog continue moving away from the trigger, continue moving forward, ahead of me even. So again, away from that trigger on their own. The other thing that it does is it draws my dog's head down, so it's not as easy for them to see the trigger again and whip around and lunge again. So their head is going to go down, looking down at the ground to get that last treat. Of course, if the terrain you're walking on is not ideal, has things that you don't want your dog picking up by accident, you don't have to. You can hand feed. However, in the event that it does work out, the toss is ideal. So you walk, your dog sees the trigger, you call their name, you turn towards them. As you turn towards them, you start to walk away. The second that your dog turns their head to walk in the same direction that you are walking, you say yes or click, and then follow with a treat, tossing it on the ground. And that's it for now. Have fun training. Bye for now.